14 of the National Football League, where we'll get a look at this team's sure-handed wide receiver. Big plays follow him around. He comes in second in the NFL in receiving yards. We're just moments away from the action, and it's coming up next.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. The final 4 weeks of the NFL regular season is upon us. Welcome to the home stretch. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson. Partner, it's week 15. Just feels like a horse race. We're at the top of the stretch. Now it's the sprint for home.
And up until this point, Mike, every team's goal is, can we be in the conversation for the playoffs in this final 4-week stretch? Where here we are. And if you've done that, well, man, there is nothing more exciting than playing NFL football at the end of the regular season when you're in playoff contention. But for those who aren't, this is where you have an opportunity as a player to extend your career. Get in.
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll throw to get this one started. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run. This is McLaughlin. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Still 1st down.
So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. A run here. It's McLaughlin. Not much there. Maybe a yard. With that, why don't we give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll look to throw. Catch made. That's Woods. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. They put a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing now from the gun. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. That pass play good for 22, and that will be a 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down. On the ground, McLaughlin. And he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. It's going to depend on the spot. Looks like he is short on that one.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up 4th down.
They'll try and run for it.
This play should always end up converting a fourth down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
He'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's McLaughlin. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Back to throw. This one complete right side.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Quick throw here is complete. And this won't be a touchdown, but it will be a first down as they're able to get the conversion and set up first and goal. They'll look to throw yet again. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
Trying to cash in on this opening drive. Here's third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. Has a touchdown. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
"7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return starts from the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
He's coming off such a strong performance last week, Mike, where he did a little bit of everything. Throws for 3 touchdowns, ran for another, but most importantly, leads his team to the big win. I'll tell you what, he has his eyes set on trying to do the same thing here over these next 4 quarters.
There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. Here's a 2nd and 9. They're going to motion the tight end over here. He'll look to throw. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 75 yards. It is a touchdown. An extra point attempt to follow. His kick is good. And his guys come right back to tie it at 7. Each team 1 possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground, and they're going to mark them down up past the 35.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. They put Woods in motion. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. That's another 1st down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut, where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the 1st down.
A terrific run there. He's finally taken down at the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's a 1st carry for their running back. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And he will get into the end zone for the touchdown. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line, and that's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Right away, they'll set up to throw. This pass is caught by Scott. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. The shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Open man, left side. He's got it. 10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. That's enough for a first down. So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. 14-7 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Back to the air one more time. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll look to throw again. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Handoff here, up the middle, and there's defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Slot receiver, headed right. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. This one runs out of steam off the crossbar and comes back. No good. And they are not able to draw closer.
Oh, man, Mike, that is a heartbreaker. I mean, from this distance, he really does everything right. I mean, off his foot, it looked dead down the middle. It just runs out of steam there at the end. He ends up being denied by the crossbar.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. That is caught. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in for the score. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
The extra point is good. And his guys will take a 21-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
His throw left side is complete. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. They'll give on the ground, and not a lot there. Only up to about the 41. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
This has been a first half to forget on their offensive side of the ball. It just seems like it's been a snowball effect. Bad plays are leading to even worse plays, and that sack being the largest setback in the game that's been full of them.
Here's their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. As you can see there, he's not only getting closer to a passing title, but closing in on a 5,000-yard campaign. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Quick throw, taken in.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Going up top and looking for Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he's going to be taken down.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. A throw complete to Scott. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll turn and hand this one off. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
Right back to him on first down. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. Now a give up the middle, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I will be right back after this. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll find Woods. That one is caught. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now, fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he is the NFL leading rusher here in the month of December. A strong finish in the final stretch could earn him the crown. Quick throw out wide. It's caught.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
He'll drop to throw. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. Back to throw. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And he's in. Has a touchdown. So that's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
The extra point is good. And his guys add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. And they're just gonna run it here up the middle. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half. Because this one's already close to being in the bag, if it's not already.
Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. The third quarter begins with a run. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. On second down, they run the counter. Changing direction there as he's able to pick up 3. 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Here's 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And drawing some oohs and ahs from the crowd, sidestepping his way. Nifty gain of 9 there. 2nd and a yard. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
All right, Mike, now it's getting to the point where it's almost becoming borderline disrespectful. I mean, despite having this big lead here in the second half, they continue to take shots downfield. They are not content with just running this clock out and shaking hands and going off with a win. Truth be told, I think they're trying to embarrass him, and they're doing a pretty good job at it.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
Still first down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Throwing now from the gun. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in for the touchdown. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. This team's offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Still plenty to play for as the temperatures dip and we hit the final month, the money month of the season. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Try to pick this one up on the ground. On 4th down, out comes the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 15. The home team's offense ready to take over once again. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll try to set up the screen here. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Quickly to the outside and complete. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. Tight end going in motion here. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. Now a run on 1st down. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
And that one not going to net too much. He'll get this down to the 31. Here's a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down. A throw right side is intercepted. And the visitors are going to take over here at their own 22.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
So now this team's offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. And time again, Greg, the yards on the ground have been very difficult to come by.
Yeah, and it really goes against conventional wisdom, Mike. You hear so often everyone talk about you run the ball to open up the pass, and really that's not necessarily true. Oftentimes when you're having trouble on the ground, the best way to open things up underneath is by passing the ball, and that could be a variety of ways. Throwing it downfield, screen passes, swing passes. Just get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and open things up.
They put Woods in motion. They'll run on 2nd down. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll try and run for it.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
This offense and their running back heading back on the field. And this crowd certainly has liked what they have seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in. They have not disappointed, as they have the advantage here in the 4th. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Big opening up the middle. It's a good pickup on second down, but there is a flag down, and this one might not stand up. He's got his tight end. It's Andrews. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. And he'll be taken down. Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal. Quick throw here is complete. And he's in for the score. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
The PAT, up and good. And his guys add on to their already sizable lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made. That's Woods. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
They face 2nd down and 7. Now they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. They'll look to throw again. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Back to the air one more time. Quick throw, taken in. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down. They'll stay on the ground. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
And he will work his way down inside the 30, a pickup of 6. Here's a toss, right side. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. 3rd and 5. They'll try to get this one on the ground.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, they'll call out the field goal unit. This a 46-yard attempt. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And his guys add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
This returnable from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down. Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
This offense making its way back on the field, led by their wide receiver. They are closing in on a baker's dozen. 13 wins on the year, one of the favorites, if not the favorite, to lift the Lombardi Trophy come February. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. handoff here, up the middle, and he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. Ball sitting at the 7. First and goal. Here's a run. He is in. Touchdown. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
The extra point is up and through. And his guys stretch things out even further. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. There's that man again, another catch.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. He'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. And it is a season sweep for them. They defeat their division rivals for the 2nd time this year. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.